Hi, how are you? It's time. Another beautiful, enjoyable, successful for some MTBO season is in the books. And so it's time to recap, reflect, brag, whine a little maybe, and basically put all the footage we've collected over the season into one neat pile with a bow on top, preferably, because it was a wild ride, wasn't it? We wanted to do a video after every single event of the season, but we didn't. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. We haven't got time for it, basically. But now we do it. And if you're up to it, let's do it. Let's go. Let's roll. Like now. We kicked off 2025 with a productive spring in the south, in Algarve, Portugal, and Calpe, Spain. And I also joined the Czech team on the MTBO camp in Portugal from Jean-Charles Lalevais. Meanwhile, Nida stayed in Calpe on the road bike. This part we might have overdone it a bit in the end because we entered the MTBO season a bit more tired than we would love to. But hey, it was also work, like the money kind, you know that one, right? So no complaints here. As we came back home in April, we jumped straight into the Czech Cup series. We catched the second round of it. And I just want to highlight here the excellence of this national series because we are super glad that it's happening in our country. It's really the best training you can ask for. This year it was 18 top-level races over 6 months. Well, okay, some 2-day, 3-race events were a bit too much for me. I'm really okay with a good old 1-day, 1-race ratio, but I'll take it. We weren't bored. We're also really glad that you guys from abroad are enjoying it and are coming to spice it up a bit here. What can I say about it? It's good. We are glad you are coming and keep coming, please. You're always welcome. And I'm not talking only about the legendary 5 MTBO 5 days, how is it called? Plzeň 5 days. I'm talking about the regular Czech Cup weekends here. Now let's ask some opinions from the champion of the season himself. Welcome Wojtek Niedy Ludwig on the scene, you all. Hi.
Hi.
What was your favorite event of the Czech Cup this year? Like weekend or race?
That's I never have like one favorite race usually. Yeah, I mean I got a couple of favorite races this year. The first one was one of the first races of the Czech Cup I was taking part of, which was the Mustard nearby Prague. That's where I got the silver medal. It was a really fun race and with extremely fun ending when I broke my chain in the sprint and yeah, lost the goal there. I was there then pushed to the finish.
We have a footage of this, I believe, so we can show you.
Yeah, true.
Píči! Nevezeš mě tam. Please help me! Come here! You're pushing. Thanks. It's okay, right? Yeah, sure. Faster. Go, man. I'll go. Let me go.
Yeah, for you it's more
No.
important.
Sorry, you go.
For you
You
it's more
go.
important.
Yeah. Thanks. Tak si budu muset zpátky pro řetěz.
Another race I really enjoyed was the sprint distance in Hradec Králové. That was a race with quite many one-directional trails on the map. That was also the national champs. The whole 5 days. Couple of races from the 5 days were also part of the Czech Cup. And then I liked one of the last races of the season, the middle distance in Hřiby, in area where the first foot-all race in Czech Republic took place, like 70 years ago.
I believe it's 70 or 75.
75, I
I'm not
think.
sure. 75 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, one extra race, let's say extra, but it wasn't in Czech Republic, it was in Austria. It was organized by Austrians, but it was a Czech Cup. And it was in area of the middle distance from World Champs 2018 in Kiribati. That was also really fun races there.
Yeah, if you don't know, within the Czech Cup we have also races in Hungary and Austria often.
Yeah, sometimes Germany as well.
Sometimes Germany. So we team up with our neighbors.
Slovakia. From time to time.
Yeah. So the Czech Cup is really an international cup.
In some years.
Who was your biggest and strongest competitor this year? Because you won the Czech Cup overall, but who was there with you?
Right behind me finished Jiří Hradil. It was quite a good season for him. He was the one who beat me in the mass start. And also there was Jakub Račanský Jr. and that's a really strong guy. And it's kind of stressful to have him in elite. Interesting fact, we got this season, it was the first season to use this kind of rule, that every race, except for the long distance, the junior category, the M20 and W20, is the same as the elite categories.
Like they have the same course, but they have their separate category and their separate prize giving.
Yeah, but they can get... I mean, there is a possibility to compare with elite, even though they ride their own category.
Yeah, and they also gain points in the Czech Cup in elite as well as in their category.
So it makes sense still to have like the junior national champs, and they can still gain points for the overall World Cup among elite riders for the rest of the season. So it's something which is nice to have, so they stick to their own category, but have the competitiveness of the elite.
The real deal got rolling in May. Vilnius is our beloved city. We spent there one semester back in 2018, and we actually lived in an apartment just a few hundred meters from the start of the first international event of this season, the Mass Start. And revisiting all those places again felt great. A bit surprising was that we remembered tiny little bit of the forests there, because we were running there over winter, maybe even rode a bike a few times, and we remembered really nothing. So that's surprising. The European Champs, the event was amazing. We are used to Lithuania organizing top-level events, and this was really another one of them. So thanks to organizers. My personal favorite was the middle distance. Even though I messed up the key leg, the long one, I really enjoyed the second part in the more dense path network, where we had to change pace, really focus on the map, and try hard not to mess up. And it was also my best result on the European Champs, I believe, maybe even as of the whole season. I'm not really sure. I didn't pay much attention to the numbers in front of my name in the result lists this year, so I don't really know. Let's also talk about the flower ceremony idea, because it's worth it, I think, to mention that we got live I didn't, but the winners got live rhododendron flowers that they had the chance to plant in a nearby park afterwards. I loved it. It was a great idea. It's true, it was a bit tightly scheduled and challenging for athletes to join the event. I don't really see any other way how to do it, and I really look forward to visiting the plants one day. Oh, and another highlight of this trip was our accommodation next to Užupis, where It was one of the last evenings. There was a super, super nice, great, awesome concert, and I'm gonna make you enjoy it too, now. And we finally handed out our giveaway bike frame and map holder from Autopilot to the winner of our giveaway from the previous Christmas. We totally bombed in making content around it, and almost nobody knew if anyone won it or if we really gave it to someone. And we did, and here it is.
Hey, so I'm here with Adele Balanasa from Latvia. She's a first year junior, is it right?
Yeah.
And she's also the winner of this Temus bike frame. So I would like to ask her 2 questions about this year's season. So what is your plan, or what is your goal for the season 2025?
I would love to be in the world champs, to get in the sixth, but I think that's kind of far-fetched. But I would love to be in the top 10. So yeah.
Nice. And so far, what is your best result?
Last year in European champs in the long distance, I got 2nd place. So that's the best one for me so far.
Nice. And with this frame, you also got Autopilot map holder.
Yeah.
Which color combination did you choose?
I chose black and pink.
Oh, nice. Okay, so one more. Congratulations for getting the frame. Here is the frame.
Thank you.
And I will give you also the shock and stuff like in a second. So.
Thank you so much. It's great.
Yeah, the bike frame is in Latvia and is waiting to be equipped and ridden. And will we see it competing next season is the question for Adele. Will we, Adele? No pressure, just joy, don't worry. How was the event for you overall?
As usual, it was international champs in Lithuania, so it was really well organized. It was superb from this kind of point of view, as well as the maps and courses and everything. It was very good. It's just kind of sad that all I remember right now are my mistakes in the forest and some let's say stressful situations I recall, and not like the good stuff. But yeah, I for example, I really appreciated those rhododendrons, that the flowers we got on the prize giving. We could plant it, and later on we could see it. Yeah.
Like, you know, it was a good event, but your most vivid memories are the stressful
Exactly. Yeah, I knew it was like super event. I enjoyed it, and there's great food. Everything was fine. It's just there were things that didn't click, let's say.
Right. And even though you probably don't remember then, what was your favorite leg of the whole event?
Favorite leg? Well, I think my favorite leg was from the mixed relay, and that's where when I was passing by those rhododendrons people in the day before. That was really nice.
And was it like disturbing, or was it like just you just noticed and keep going?
No, it wasn't disturbing really. I just like saw it. I didn't really even realize in which part of the map I am and where the rhododendrons. It was just like, oh, okay, we were here yesterday, and just like continue to
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Were there any moments that made you like appreciate being back in Vilnius?
Well, it was interesting for me. The prize king location was quite interesting because it was in the Europa area. That was the shopping mall. And on the Europa Eichstätt, which is the bus stop there, it was like it's kind of not for all the buses. And when we were there doing our Erasmus, this was the place I was going to and from the school, and that's where I was changing the buses. So it was nice to be on the same spot, but in totally different context and like situation.
And some favorite memories from this trip?
Yeah, I have two favorite memories, let's say. One is from the Mastart, when all of a sudden I was thinking that I'm going quite alone and it will be easy time until the finish, but then all of a sudden I met with Samuel and we were fighting for the first place. So I tried to break away from him. He was on my rear wheel all the time, just one control before the finish. And when I was totally exhausted, I just heard right, and he just passed me.
Alright, sorry. Go, man. We're starting as fuck. Bez szans nie było. You're so strong. Man.
That's an interesting choice of favorite memory.
Yeah.
But Samuel, you're in it.
Yeah. It's my favorite memory because it's really interesting how strong and we can be like in the same place at the same time. I mean, a couple of seconds later, I was already having some energy again, but at that time, he just took the right timing for passing me. And another favorite situation, let's say, from the champs was again from the Mastart, and that was on our way to the first control. There was a situation when Jan Hašek was the first one, I was the second one, and then was all the rest of the guys. I saw that Jan Hašek took a bit different route choice that I wanted to take, so I rather stopped to check if he's going wrong or I'm going wrong. What's going on? And then I heard all the brakes and everybody just stopped and nobody moved at all. And when I realized, okay, I want to go there, I just grabbed my bag and was running. Everybody was like moving the same direction. It was like
Like a herd or something.
yeah, like a herd. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Then came June, as it usually does after May, and yes, we were heading north again. Because you can't say no to an MTBO camp right next to the embargoed areas for the World Champs, right? That's clear. It was 5 races in 4 days, absolutely demanding and absolutely worth it. The Corsair didn't spare us. There were highs, there were lows. Overall, it was a perfect preparation for the World Champs. We tried to make a POV video from the terrain for those athletes who weren't able to join this camp to help them understand the terrain. And we only managed to complete it a few days before the World Champs. And you can tell us if it was worth it, if you noticed it all, if it helped you, if it didn't help you, if you don't care. Just tell us. We are curious to know. You want to go here? Here you go. Let's hang there. Good? Is it good? Extraordinary, frankly. Not many humans expected the World Champs to be that good, I dare say. Sprint distance in bike trails as an opener was very challenging, map-wise, rhythm-wise. It kept us on our toes. And the middle distance the very next day, outstanding, outdid it truly. I'd say it was the hardest race I've ever ridden. Even the winner Martina did a 2-minute mistake and won by, I'm sorry, I don't know how much, which is something that doesn't happen that often, that everybody does such big mistakes. I'm really glad I got to be a part of the Czech team for this event, because for me it was the MTBO at its finest. That's my opinion. You're free to disagree, it's your right. The longer distances didn't fit me that well at the time, and that's why Nide will tell you more about them, because it was his cup of tea.
Okay.
So how were the longer distances for you? Which one was tougher?
Whoa. Well, definitely tougher was the long distance, as it was really hard to stay focused all the time. At least for me, there wasn't really any place for the head to rest, so that was the toughest part about the long distance.
Like the navigation was so complex.
Yeah.
It wasn't like go straight and at the end go to the right.
No.
But you
Exactly.
have to
There wasn't
think all the
anything
time.
like that you can, for 1.5K, just ride straight and there will be some really visible wake-up point where you should turn. There wasn't anything like that, so that was the tricky part, that you had to always count the junctions or like you always had to know where you are.
And how many gels did you eat during the long distance?
I don't recall really. I mean, I recall that I forgot to create my own gels for that race for some reason. I don't know why, but usually I created gels from the energy drink into soft flasks. But yeah, this time I forgot. But luckily I got some spare gels in my bag. So, but I believe like 7 gels probably did the magic. I guess.
And did the training camp, like in the neighboring terrains, help you? Did you feel the...
Okay. Yeah.
Did you feel it?
Yeah. I was really surprised after sprint and mid distance that it didn't help me at all for those races. But I was really glad that with Mastars it changed the other way around. And Mastars long distance and even the relay, I think were more up to the expectations, let's say. Yeah, like the sprint distance and the mid distance, that they are extreme.
Yeah.
Both of them. Yeah. So yes, but only for the later races.
Yeah. Only for the races where you gain a medal.
Yeah.
Do you have any personal highlight from the event, like the best map or leg or a moment?
I mean, highlight, it's obviously the mustard and the last, let's say, 20 minutes where everything was just changing all the time. And yeah, that was one of the only mustard that really ended up well for me. Because those others, okay, the result was fine, but there was always in the last meter some disappointment, like when I stepped my chain into a Czech Cup, Czech Championships, when I was passed by Samuel, and this time the luck was on my side, and it all just worked out the perfect way for me.
The best day of the whole season for me was the relay day, because I gained 1/3 of this one here. Together with Martina and Lucka, we managed to win the relays. And yeah, it's great. You don't win every day. And that was the World Champs. Next. Just like that, we are in September and we are packing for the last trip of the season to Bulgaria. This time we didn't took our van and we went by plane just to save some time. We arrived 3 days early to make it a bit more chill experience and prepare ourselves for the hilliest event of the season. And that brings us to my personal season finale 2 races earlier. Some say I just didn't want to race the long distance. And I kind of wasn't really looking forward to it, but who would trade a tough long distance for a shattered ankle? Only a weirdo. Are you a weirdo? I thought so. Anyway, here's the story. Feel free to skip it if you don't want to hear it. I don't blame you. The race started fine. I felt good, pushing my limits. Then came the descent. I was relieved. The hard work of climbing is behind me, and it's only downhill from there. And there was a left gravel turn. I expected the bike to slip, so I started to unclipping my foot, and it did slip. I fell, landed weirdly, and kind of right away knew it's not good. It kind of felt like if I tried to move, my foot would stay where it was. So I lay there. I tried to scream for help because no one was around. But some locals were driving by in a car. They stopped and called for assistance. And more people started coming. And after a while, Florine came, who was really the only one who spoke English and who was really trying to make the whole situation more bearable for me. Then Nidi was approaching the spot and Florine was asking me if he should stop him. And I was like, you know what, he would do nothing more here than you are, so let him finish the race. It doesn't matter really at this point. So, and Nidi didn't even notice me, so it was all right. After a while he was approaching the place again, and by then he noticed because he had to go right next to me. Florine also drove in the ambulance to the finish arena with me, where my teammates and coaches were kind of blamed for not speaking Bulgarian with the medical stuff, while they were asking them if they should take me to the cheap hospital or the better one, which seemed quite weird to me. And I'm glad I didn't hear it at the time I was there. Meanwhile, Karolina was staying with me, providing some emotional support for me. And Ivana from Bulgaria joined my supporters team as a translator. It was her birthday of all days, so probably the weirdest celebration she's ever had. Finally, at the better hospital, I got an X-ray done. My ankle was straightened, which wasn't really fun. And multiple fractures were confirmed as well. I got the latest model of a Bulgarian fashion boot, some painkillers, and was sent to hop home. And surgery was left for the doctors back at home, thankfully. I have to send one more huge thank you to all who helped me and who kept checking on me. You made me feel cared for, and I really felt all the love. Now it's a month and a half or something from the surgery. I have a few metal components. I still can't put weight on my leg, and it doesn't move properly yet, but I'm working on it. Yeah, it's... Ta-da! This is my range of movement right now. Yeah, that's the story. We've made it through, and now it's time for the happier version of this trip. How was the sprint distance for you?
It was pretty physically demanding, but also mentally demanding, as I saw you lying on the ground with an ambulance nearby. I didn't see you the first time, only the second time when I was passing there, but there were already way too many people. But back to the race, I made one big mistake, and yeah, it wasn't really the best, but then I made a solid route choice and quite solid ending of the race, so that kind of saved it.
After the sprint distance, it was clear that you won the World Cup. Were you happy?
Yes. I mean, I never really cared that much about the World Cup, but when I looked in the past and saw that I was, I think, 4 times second, it made it much more valuable to be finally first.
How was the long distance? Was it the toughest one of the season?
Yeah, I think so, probably. It was really tough. And
it looked horrible from the map.
Yeah. It was really physically demanding, especially when I made some bad route choices sometimes and climbed even more elevation that what was needed. But yeah, I think I was a couple of minutes with bad route choices, and at the end I made some good route choice when I saw some possibility to ride of the track. So I tried to go there and see if it's worth it or not, and it was worth it. So I took it, and that's where I overjumped guys, and yeah, won the race instead of being third.
Who surprised you the most this season?
Well, in Bulgaria, Hannes Gnelica really showed us that he's really strong when the race fits him. But apart from that, I was pretty much surprised by Mika Nurmi, because he was doing really well this season until his crash on the long distance, which take him off for the rest of the season. So he
In Poland, not in Bulgaria.
he got a crash on the World Champs on the long distance, and that took him off of the season. And yeah, otherwise the fight for the overall World Cup standing would be much harder, because we were similar on the similar place or standing or situation, let's say, in the overall standings before the Bulgaria.
That's about it. If you're still here, thanks for hanging out with us. And feel free to share your memories, points of view, lows and highs of the season with us. We'll be glad to read them.
And thanks a lot to our supporters and partners.
Yep.
A1 Nutrition, Autopilot Map Holders, and R2 Eyewear.
Yep. Thank you and see you.
Bye bye.